Audit was also my hardest section. I took it 5 times. I got a 74 twice, and I bawled my eyes out.
Let's welcome our next guest who just recently passed the CPA exam.
So my name is Heather Rullo. I am from East Hanover, New Jersey, but I went to school at Hofstra University. So when I went there, I moved to Long Island. Then now I'm working at Grant Thornton as a senior tax associate. I have been there for 4 years now. I've worked there my entire career.
What was the most difficult section for you?
I think audit was definitely my most difficult because, like we said before, it's like kind of like the bar exam where you can have 2 questions and they can seem right, and then you have to pick the best one. So definitely audit, and it took me 5 times. But it was interesting because when I was studying for it, I'd be like, I know this stuff perfectly, it's gonna be fine. And like, I actually enjoyed studying for it because it seemed like it made sense. And then every time I would walk into my exam or walk out of it, I'd be like, oh, I passed it, like that was easy, and then I would fail. So I think with that one, it was just continuously taking it over and over again. Like with that one, I didn't really like. Sometimes I switched sections in between sections. That one I just had to take audit until I passed it, you know? So I think that was definitely my hardest. BC I was probably the most nervous for because I'm not good at economics. I do not like economics. When I'm like studying for it, it makes sense, but on exams it just doesn't. And I hate writing, so that was also the scariest part for me. Like the second time I took BC, I literally just stayed up all night trying to memorize like the writing section of it and memorize things, which obviously did not work out for me and wouldn't work out for anybody, and I did not sleep, so that was also pretty difficult. Well, with audit, I would just, I think I should just start taking more notes and really, like, I kind of think I did more flashcards because you have to know, you have to know the difference between, like, reconciliations, or not reconciliations, review and all of that, like that last chapter. I kind of forgot what it was right now, but like a review and all of that, and you have to know the differences, exactly like what they are and everything. So I think definitely for audit I would use flashcards or write down more notes. Then for BC, I focused more on not the writing and how I was going to write it. I focused on the material and understanding completely what the material meant and knowing it, and I think I gave myself a little bit more time than I normally would because BC is short, so you think a shorter time, like studying period. So I think I definitely gave myself like a little bit extra time to boost it up.
In what order did you take the CPA exam?
Well, when I started passing them, what I did was I took reg first, because that was just easier for me. It was tax, which I do, so it just was easier. It was like relevant to my career, so it just helped me and interested me. Then I did audit, and then FAR, and then BC. I thought audit was gonna be easy for me, so I guess for me, because I did reg, then audit, because I thought it wasn't math, which I guess I am better in math because FAR is honestly one of my easiest ones. So audit was my second one because I didn't want math. I wanted just concepts, and I thought it would be easier. Then FAR, I figured I would just get out of the way, and then BC last because I didn't want to do the writing, so I just saved it for last.
How long did it take you to finish the CPA exam?
It took me about 3 years because the first full year I was not passing, so that was really, really hard. Then at that last time I didn't pass reg, I was like, I have to do something else. That's when I got ninja, and I was like, from now on I'm going to pass, like that's gonna be it. And then I got ninja and I started passing it, and that took me about 2 years because it is hard. Like it is really, really hard to do it while working. So I think that definitely that was like the reason why it took me so long, because during busy season it's really rough. So to find that time and to do it, so many people at my job had just given it up, and I just did not. I was not gonna do that. I was like, it will bother me so much I would feel like a failure almost if I gave up. And it's like a challenge to myself. Even if I'm going to stay in public accounting probably, but even if I didn't, I just wanted it. Like I just wanted that challenge for myself. So yeah. Also, because you have a year and a half to pass once you pass your first one. So because of coronavirus, I got the extension, which I was very lucky for to get that extension. Otherwise, I was going to lose reg in September. So I took BC in October, and I passed in November. So luckily, I got that extension.
And what advice would you like to share?
I would say that the biggest thing is just not to give up, because it can be discouraging to see a failing score. Believe me, I've seen plenty. And you have to just get back up and just do it again. And the feeling of passing and being done it takes all that negativity and like that sadness that you felt away. So I would say that just keep on going no matter how discouraged you feel or you just don't want to do it anymore. Like you just cannot give up, and you can do it. Like that's really what I can say, because a lot of people just think that they aren't smart enough or they don't have the time and they don't have like that ambition to, but you can, and you do have that. So I think people just have to keep reminding themselves that, because a lot of my friends even like were just like, how did you do it? I'm like, because I just wanted it. I wanted it, and I saw it, and I just went for it.